So this week was actually sponsored by Yosef Ben Esther. May he have success in all his endeavors and anything that he chooses to do, and anything he touches may just flourish and succeed. So this week's topic was responsibility leads to ability. And the reason I chose this topic was because I just felt like a lot of, I don't know, in the past week, I just heard a lot of I can't, I wish I could, but I can't do this. I don't have the time. All this stuff, just again normal responses to everyday activities. You'll hear these all the time, and I was I feel like we should make a topic around this. And the topic was responsibility leads to ability, and it's extremely straightforward. It's the fact that when people say I can't do it and I don't have the time for this and this and that, Hashem's gonna grant you the questionable. You're not gonna be certain in what you're gonna do. If you say, hey, you want to go out tomorrow? You want to do this. I don't know. Maybe Hashem's gonna give you a reason why maybe you'll show up. Maybe you're not gonna feel 100%, where it's gonna come down to a maybe scenario. But if you say, yeah, I'll be there, commit, you'll find yourself being there. And that's the role of responsibility. It's when you claim the responsibility for something, Hashem will grant you the ability. Why? Because you have to look at it from the point of view of everything that's done in this world is through Hashem. Hashem is operating everything. And if you're now offering to assist him and play a role, a lot of times you'll hear the term, you're doing God's work, or God's work. Because again, it's Hashem's doing this all, but you're doing it through him. So you're representing him. And now if you're representing him, you're going to get the full support. So if you say, yes, I'm going to do this, Hashem's going to help you, even if it goes above logic. And an example I'll use is visiting Gabby in the hospital. I go every single day and visit Gabby besides Saturday, obviously because it's Shabbat. And at first, when I first met Gabby, the goal was, that one time. And then I saw, and then she said she loves guests and this and that. So I was okay, I thought every other day. I'll try to come 2-3 times a week, And obviously gas was significantly cheaper. My schedule was significantly different. And lo and behold, as I kept going, I chose to take the responsibility. And it's I'll be there every day. I'll go there daily. And through doing so, I found myself just naturally being able to go every day, whether it was schedule changes or a financial increase or whatever it was, even though, despite gas going up and this going to that, and then people not showing up when they say they'll show up, and all that. It's honestly a lot more difficult than it appears. It's not just you just go in and you just get up and go. I do pickups. We pick up people, will fill the entire car and try to work that out with people. It's a 3-hour activity between carpooling, visiting Gabby, and coming and dropping everybody off. And yet I can break it down and it doesn't even make sense how it fits into the day. But yet somehow every single time I'm still doing it. And it just shows when you claim the responsibility for something and you are this is something I'm going to do it, Hashem will stop the clock. Hashem will add the funds to Hashem will make it happen. All it takes is you being determined and responsible. Be this is my thing. I'm going to do this and I'll be there. But the thing is, this day and age, we live in a society where there's just so many flakiness. It's oh, I don't want to commit. The sense of commitment, the sense of maybe, or not prioritizing things, and that's really all it really comes down to, is just prioritizing. There's 24 hours in the day. How you spend it is how you spend it. You want to sleep for 10 hours? You want to sleep for 4 hours? It's totally up to you. But the fact that if you claim the responsibility and you're you know what, I'm going to do this. Yeah, you know what, I'll see you tomorrow. Or yeah, I'll be there. Or yeah, I'll take the job. Just jump. Just take the leap. Because when you take the leap, God's with you. On the entire thing, is taking you with you. And it's just when you think of it that way, things just go a lot smoother. It's not just you. When you think of just you, you're bound by this whole logical end, and Hashem's not bound by logic, and you have a piece of Hashem in you. So technically speaking, you're not bound by logic. And when you start thinking like that, you find yourself overcoming a lot of things that just make no sense. It's like, yo, Matthew, you must have a lot of free time to just be able to go to Gabby every single day. And then on top of that, do carpool and pick everybody up. You must be rich because gas is... No, it's just prioritizing. I choose. It's like, you know what? I can spend money on this or I can spend money on this. I choose to spend money on visiting Gabby and going on gas and adding all these different factors. You can look at it as factors. I don't even look at it as factors. I look at it as a means to an end. If I want to visit Gabby, you have to put gas in the car. It's like, you want to survive, you have to eat. Same thing. Just treat everything like that. And then you find yourself accomplishing it. At the end of the day, you're just not like, oh, I don't even know how I got food on this table. I don't even know how I'm eating right now. Sometimes it happens, but you know, at the end of the day, you have a responsibility to eat, to drink. You find yourself eating and drinking. So the same thing. If you want to go and apply for a job, you want to go on a date with somebody, you want to ask them out, claim the responsibility for it. Be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna, I'll pick you up at this time. You'll find even if it's questionable, you'll still find yourself actually getting it done. And that's what this topic was. It was just kind of like, take that leap because you're not alone. Like I said before, you have a piece. Every single one of us have a piece of Hashem in us, and if Hashem is unlimited, so are we. So we have a good week. And again, thank you so much to Yosef Brass for sponsoring. And looking forward to future sponsors as well as seeing more people come. Have a good one.